To all the politicians across the world, Black Americans are considered the dumbest ethnic group with the lowest emotional IQ. In other words, the easiest political pawns to destabilize America from the inside out. Hey Candace? Before you go about generalizing an entire ethnic group, you need to make a sample size that is bigger than just you. Special thank you to CJ, McPuffin, Els, Kaori Ann Mori, and Holly Miller for supporting the channel and supporting my content. Thank you so much, guys. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today, we are going to be returning to r/InsanePeople Facebook. Yeah, we are. Let's get into it. Healthcare is a service, not a right. You have an obligation to take care of your body, but your doctor does not have an obligation to serve you for free. It really is that simple. Don't believe me? Go to your favorite restaurant and demand to be served for free, and see how that goes. First of all, there's a difference between a doctor and a restaurant. Unlike, it's all well and good saying that people are responsible for their own health, but what about diabetes, cancer, a car accident, a stabbing? Oh no, I'm in crippling debt because someone else assaulted me, but it's my responsibility. It must be my fault, right? Also, if you go to a restaurant and ask to be served, they will seat you at a table and prepare to serve you for free. If you walk into a doctor and say, hey, I'm not feeling well, can I get checked out? Even if you're perfectly fine, you will have a bill. So the comparison falls apart there because you actually get more free service from a restaurant than you would a doctor. That's f***ed up. Can't get a pistol with domestic violence on record? WTF? Whoa, it's almost like we shouldn't be giving guns to people with a history of violence and emotional torment. I'm sorry, but I don't feel bad that a guy that abused his wife can't get a gun. I just don't. I'm gonna sleep fine knowing that someone like that can't get a gun. They just adopted this baby. Thoughts? Hope they don't sell that baby's organs. Yeah, I said it. And sad truth is it's more common. What? Sorry, have I missed out on the baby organs market? Because I should be having kids if that's a market I can sell it. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I can say that. Oh, jeez. Hot take. Video games are generally stupid and a waste of time, as are most forms of entertainment. Pick up a book or go outside. Back in my day, we had to get up to even change the channel on the TV. You kids can sacrifice the virtual bloodlust and get some exercise. Reading a book and going outside or doing just about anything that isn't working is a form of entertainment. Getting blocked by Liberty Hangout was the greatest achievement of my life. They're just dumb. They're really stupid. They don't believe in liberty at all. The opposite, in fact. Calling themselves Liberty Hangout, I don't think they know what liberty means because they kind of advocate for dictatorships. They think that Trump should state himself king. Like, the fact of it is, they spend their days on their phone tweeting on Twitter, and yet they're complaining about kids for playing video games. So really, what does that say about them? Here's where I lose more friends. Oh no, why'd he kill the black man? Nobody has a clue what led up to this. Everyone has their media-forced opinion. Clearly this black man had the COVID and that officer was preventing the spread. What? Excuse me? So wait, what you're saying is an officer killed a black man and you're not even trying to argue that the black man was guilty anymore. You're now claiming that the black man had COVID and that immediately means that he should be put to death. Wow. These are real people. I don't see anyone running around putting up massive flags of Joe Biden in baseball parks across the country. I wonder why. It's because it's not a cult. That's it. That's the whole statement. It's because it's not a cult and it shouldn't be treated like one. Trump lost. Get over it. Isn't that what you guys said about Hillary Clinton 5 years ago? Was Clinton lost. Get over it. But you guys really seem incapable of getting over the fact fact that Trump lost. So keep flying those flags that say "Keep America Great." Keep. What is going on? Online leftism is having the politics of Nancy Pelosi and also thinking it's really edgy and cool when Blue Guy pranks a Republican congressman into thinking his mum just died in a car accident. I never did that. You're really not used to this, are you? Why are you talking like the villain from Saw? Are you okay? You are way too sensitive. What about this says that he's sensitive? So Green accused him of something he didn't do. He said that he didn't do that. So Green says, "You're not used to this, are you?" What? What? I'm with Blue Guy on this. What is going on? This is quality family time and gun control all in one. Repost because the communists at Facebook are covering it up and deleting. Post it to Facebook. What about Mark Zuckerberg as communist? I really want to pose this as a question, considering he is one of the most capitalist people I can possibly imagine. He is one of the people that has benefited most from capitalism in the world, and he would not be in the position he's in now if he lived in a communist country. What about Mark Zuckerberg is communist? The problem is, they would probably hear me say that and would just call me some leftist shill that is probably getting paid by Mark Zuckerberg and would never actually answer the question, because they don't have the answer, because Mark Zuckerberg just isn't communist. He's just not. I'm a straight lesbian who is kinda bi. Sorry, straight and lesbian in the same sentence, describing the same person who is kinda bi. So you're not straight, and if you can be a lesbian who's kinda bi, like you might have some elements of interest in guys, but that kinda bi just makes you kinda bi. Do you really need three titles? Do you really need to be straight, lesbian, and bi? Is it not enough to just be one of those things? I don't know what else to say. I am pansexual. That's it. I'm not like part straight, part gay. I'm just pansexual. You don't need multiple descriptive terms. Like one will do. I don't know. There is no racism against blacks in this country. There is only racism against whites. FBI raises neo-Nazi threat level to same as ISIS. Director Christopher Wray says far-right and racially motivated terror attacks are a national threat priority. But no, racism against black people doesn't exist. It's only an ISIS-level threat. What would you ban? Wiley, sugary drinks. Donovan, food deserts, neighborhoods with no parks. Morales, ban bodegas without fresh fruits. Yang, ATVs. Adams, schools not having farms/gardens on rooftops. Garcia, corn syrup. Stringer? School lunch junk food. Maguire, healthcare desserts. Notably, nobody said crime. Ben, that's because crime is already illegal. That's why it's crime. You go up to a politician and you ask him, hey, if you could ban one thing, what would it be? And he's like, I really think we should ban crime. I think crime should be a crime, you know? They really need to get round to banning that. If they just ban crime, nobody will do it. Duh. Oh, Ben Shapiro, you are a fool. We just learned the electi on was fully overturned. Trump will be ready for inauguratio on July 4th as the terms finalized all plans and regained the White House. The excitement is beyond anything can comprehend. For public perception, we know O Bummer is listed on the repo RT for treason, my friends. The real O is part of the He Gone group, if you know what I mean. I do not know what you mean, sir. I have no idea what you just said. I think I just had a stroke. So Trump will be ready for inauguration on July 4th. Just isn't gonna happen. It's just not true. Obama is listed on the report for treason. Just not true either. It's just a lie. It's not even a well-constructed lie. They couldn't construct a single sentence. Oh man, this is exhausting. The Germans in World War II knew that and tried to stop it before they took over the world. But the Jews and communists were so powerful with the media and propaganda, hence they own Hollywood, that they tricked the entire world into believing that the Germans started World War II and that the Germans were the bad guys. That isn't true. We were taught to believe that fascism is racist and evil, and it's not. At least not the German fascist way of World War II. It meant for the Germans to protect their country from communism and decadence. It's not racist. I am not anti-Semitic. Are you sure, sir? Because you just said a whole lot of stuff about justifying the genocide of Jews. So saying that the Germans during World War II weren't racist, or that fascism is not racist and evil. Hitler took a lot of his inspiration for his segregation laws from the Jim Crow laws. Fun fact, the Jim Crow laws, which were the laws in place to prevent black people from being able to do the same things as white people. Hitler hated Jewish people and was vehemently against them to the point of attempting actual genocide. He also hated disabled people and people of color. He refused to shake hands with an Olympic winner because he was black. I don't know how you could even attempt to argue that Hitler wasn't, at the very least, a little bit racist. And also, acting like Germany didn't start World War II when Hitler invaded Poland, which is what started all of it. It's just really, really badly educated, isn't it? It's just really poor education. It's dreadful. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. There's no such thing as an unexpected pregnancy. If you have sex, you know what to expect. If you can't accept that, then you shouldn't be having sex. Liberty Hangout back with the incorrect facts. So let me just pull up some stats here. Trigger warning, I will now be discussing sexual assault and rape. If you don't want to hear about that, then skip to this timestamp. Otherwise, carry on watching. Among adult women, an estimated 32,101 pregnancies result from rape each year. Only 11.7% of these victims received immediate medical attention after the assault, and 42% received no medical attention related to the rape. A total of 32% of these victims did not discover they were pregnant until they had already entered the second trimester. But there's no such thing as unexpected pregnancies, right? No such thing. It doesn't exist. Why is Liberty Hangout still talking? And why are they still called Liberty Hangout? They might as well just rename themselves to the Fascist Crew. Their profile picture should be replaced with a little pointy white hat. New, women of childbearing age should be banned from drinking alcohol, says the WHO. I looked this up and they actually said that, which is kind of bizarre. Somehow, I don't think most women will be okay with living like an ascetic monk from puberty to menopause. Your profile picture shows you happily posing in a slave rag. That's how easy it is to impose draconian rules on most people. And that means women between puberty and menopause should be banned from alcohol? Yeah, like what point was this guy trying to make? Like... Oh, we wear masks to try and reduce the spread of a virus which has killed millions of people. That means the women shouldn't be able to drink alcohol. Good, great, amazing one, dude. You smart, big brain, big massive brain. And the final picture. You know that we couldn't go through an Insane People Facebook video without getting some Lauren Boebert in there. Vladimir Putin is basically calling Biden a senile old man. China rebuffed Anthony Blinken to his face, and Kim Jong-un refuses to talk to anyone from the Biden regime. But it's good to know that America is respected again. Yes, dictators loved Trump and hate Biden. This is not the flex that you think it is. And the amount of Republicans I saw that were rooting for Putin. What backwards world are we living in that America First Republicans are rooting for the Russian in a debate against their own president? What world are we in? Like, seriously, it's incredibly bizarre. We are living in a strange world where that is the case, where Lauren Boebert is rooting for Putin, China, and Kim Jong-un over Biden, her own president. Wow. I think that says really everything you need to know about Lauren Boebert. Like, for real. I'm gonna end the video there, guys. If you want to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description below, or equally you can click that join button to join the channel. It helps a lot more than you might realize. Don't be like these people. Be smart. At the very least, be smart enough to like double check what you're posting on social media. Just give it a second read through. If you're stating anything factual, fact check it before you post it. Fact check things before you retweet them. But most importantly, don't be like Liberty Hangout or Lauren Boebert. It's just not a good look. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.